Sam.
Cam.
Salmon Cam.
Well, Sam, think you can do it?
We are ready to grow. Let's see if I can schmoo.
Sam, have you ever heard of a Disney adult?
Yes. An adult who is obsessed with Disney stuff.
Yeah. Think there are any Disney adults in Kingdom Hearts? Definitely not, since they only care about the movies, is the thing. I bet they don't even watch Mickey Mouse cartoons.
The closest ones would be like maybe the ones specifically tasked with the Princesses of Heart. But that's it.
My older sister brought my nephew, her son, to Disneyland, and me and my younger sister were talking about it because we're like, he's too young to even remember that. What's the point? And then my little sister realized that my older sister is probably a Disney adult, and we were like, oh no. The signs were all there.
Oh, that's an unfortunate fate.
Could be worse.
You could be like that guy who made a whole article in like the Atlantic or something about how he's mad at like their commitment to diversity or some stupid shit. And he looks exactly like the type of guy who would make a statement like that.
Of course he is.
He looks like the type of bumbling cartoon father that you see in like modern Family Guy type spin-offs.
There was an episode of The Simpsons where there was something that was creates clones of whoever touches it. It was like one of those those Halloween episodes that aren't canon, and it makes a bunch of Homer Simpson clones, and they show like a whole crowd of Homer Simpson clones, and one of them is Peter Griffin. Minute-long block string, easy. Delayed overhead,
impossible. Actually, what's the name of the highest Devil May Cry difficulty?
It depends on the game. You probably think if Dante Must Die. There's also Hell or Hell. Like,
the easiest difficulty is just easy.
Yeah. And you don't have it from the get-go. You have to unlock it by dying a lot. So a rite of passage in Devil May Cry 3 for everybody who first gets into the game is unlocking it. And usually it's like, when did you unlock it, right? Most people unlock it on Cerberus. Yes, it's Kingdom Hearts because one of the bosses is Cerberus. But it's considered a true accomplishment to unlock it on Virgil 1. And you definitely played the game before if you unlock it later than that. Ah, the delayed overhead.
Time to end this. flame.
Ooh, wow.
Back at you.
Ah, so close.
All right, well, that was good.
That was a good run. Yes. Let's see. So, Dante Must Die is the hardest difficulty. Then there's a difficulty above that called Heaven or Hell, and the gimmick of Heaven or Hell is that you die in one hit, and so does every enemy. And then that's where Hell or Hell comes in, because in Hell or Hell, you die in one hit, just like Heaven or Hell, but the enemies are just on Dante Must Die difficulty. Oh, okay. There's actually another highest difficulty, which might also be what you're thinking of, called Legendary Dark Knight.
That's the one I'm actually thinking.
Okay, yeah. Legendary Dark Knight is basically Dante Must Die, except the number of enemies on screen is the amount that you'd see in a Dynasty Warriors game.
Holy shit.
And it's not a Dynasty Warriors game.
Yeah.
Back at you. Go. Yeah, back off. There. It's over.
I love Legendary Dark Knight though. It's when you get good at Legendary Dark Knight, it's you feel like you're the best gamer ever.
Yeah.
Now you'll see.
Goodness. Getting your HP back.
Wow.
Back at you. Back off. Over here. Nice.
Oh my god.
Take this.
I'm here.
That was best run so far.
Yeah.
All right, well, I'm getting a better sense of dealing with her armor phase, so that makes me feel good.
And you're finally learning. It took you all game, but you're finally learning Rage Form. Rage Form is just as good as any other form, if not better. Rage Form is like my second or third favorite form in the game, actually.
Over here. Here we go. Yeah. Go.
Not done. That all you got? That all you've got?
Back off!
Oh man, this, even if though I'm not playing, it still feels good to watch you get that.
Yeah.
So long!
It's been more consistent. Even able to get all of these critical cards, you know?
Back off! See ya! Heal!
Dangerous. There we go. All right.
Time to end this.
Goodness.
That was interesting.
I think you just blocked too early.
Whew.
Back at you! Over here!
Nice. Not even necessary.
Just stylish.
Yeah. It does feel good. I like this fight. It was very surprising for me to realize this, but I like this fight so much more than Data Roxas.
Oh yeah, absolutely. This is already a much more interesting fight.
And unlike most of the other times I compared this to KH2, I'm not even saying that enough, because KH2 had these problems with weight. Data Roxas is one of my favorite fights ever, and I had no problems with it at all. Because, you know, it was a final mix fight. It doesn't have any of the vanilla KH2 baggage.
Yeah.
But it's very clear that this is supposed to be like this game's version of Data Roxas, and at the same time, I'm like, this is so much more intense and fun and cool. Like, you see my no movement Data Roxas, right?
Yeah.
Remember how I was like, I didn't even have to react to both his ground moves in the first phase because there's a timing where if you block, you always block the round slash, and if he doesn't do the round slash, then you have enough time to whip and block again. And there's no issue with that. And you can't do that here. It's like, oh, you gotta learn this. And that's kind of the common thing with KH3. It really feels like you actually have to learn it.
At least I know the stun protection is working.
Yeah. I've said that this fight is you can't even be compared to a fighting game, but that part is because she does a dizzy combo.
Yeah.
And even if you do stun protection or manage to block it, she has the delayed overhead at the end, and she does it twice. Like, she does it 3 times. She does a single overhead, and then she does 2 delayed ones. Which is like the stuff that you see in like Marvel vs. Capcom or anime fighters. Or like Nice timing, even at that distance. You can also see that stuff in like Ninja Turtles Tournament Fighter, which is a great game we need to play sometime.
Getting good at getting the first cards when I need to.
See ya! There! So long! Back off!
Ding,
Heal!
I'm watching the time.
Got it.
I'm watching the time, Sam.
All right.
You don't need to do that. That's why I kept the monitor open.
Heal! Back off! Over here!
Nice.
Shit like that is why it's great that guard cancels everything.
Oh, I love that perfectly timed cancel. It was like a V trigger cancel.
Canceling stuff in the cage is so cool. It always makes you feel like I'm doing like a V-trigger or something. Or popping some sick super. And sometimes it literally is that.
Well, yeah, because the form finishes, the finish commands rather, are supers. Like, I actually think it is legitimately a great thing that form changes are on a timer in this game. I didn't think I'd like that aspect, but when I play the game, I'm like, no, managing the time that you're in form change and knowing it's not infinite is like, it's so cool. You realize you could get a little extra damage there. Nice.
Time to end this.
Oh, why did I do that? Oh, what? That was an accident. Whoa! What am I doing?
You're going where I belong.
How did I not die instantly?
The yellow pillars, I realized, I think that's holy.
Are you saying Sora's been undead this whole time?
Like, you remember the slate, right? Holy? In Chain of Memories, it looked exactly like that.
You're going where I belong. Don't miss.
Back off! Got him! So long!
You can't lose your focus even for a second.
Back off there.
Not done. That all you got? Don't miss.
Back at you. Go. So long. There. So long.
Nice.
I don't know if that was critical or not, but it doesn't matter.
Now you'll see. Let it rain.
No, I didn't want to dodge again.
Why you moving, dog?
I accidentally had my finger on the fucking control pad. Control stick.
Oh man.
Back at you. Over here.
No movement of this fight.
I don't think it's possible.
I think it is.
Unless you use water, maybe.
Or rather, I think it is.
Back off.
I mean, I think it's not, maybe, or... But the part I'm stuck on isn't that. I have an idea of how to do the armor phase without moving. And it's not too different from what I already do. Although I actually forgot the exact thing I did on the armor phase. I just know the gist.
Over here. Try this. Yeah, I'm here.
That all you got? That all you got? Don't miss.
Take this. Go. Yeah, see ya. There. It's over. Nice.
Technically, your HP's full now.
Don't miss.
Back off. It's over.
Not done. That all you got?
The will
Time
to
to
keep
end
blocking.
Ah, shit.
Back off. Take this.
You had the right idea.
Back at you.
How's this? Get him! Don't miss!
too slow. Yo!
Ah, it got me with that shit again.
You?
Oh, it's not the yellow aura attacks. It's just the yellow pillar of light that can't be blocked.
Yes.
Okay. That makes more sense.
That's why you were blocking there.
Back off! Got him! Yeah! See ya!
Man, it's so nice and sunny out. Unlike what it was like an hour ago.
What a weird weather day.
Back off!
Yo!
Here we go!
3 down.
Yeah!
That all you got?
Back at you! Go! Yeah! It's over! There! So long!
God. Ah. I had a cursed thought.
What?
Imagine if you had this boss in like a Western action game. And every single time you blocked, it did a massive slowdown.
Now you'll see.
Honestly, this boss would be completely unrecognizable if it was in a Western action game.
Like you could have the same exact moveset, but
Let it rain. You're going where I belong.
Don't miss! Back at you! Over here!
She's like, don't miss.
she's talking to her Keyblade. But
Over here!
it's a pretty good sound clip.
Don't miss.
Just put that on her.
Miss, please. Miss. Oh god, please miss just once. Oof. I saw that.
You know the thing that happened with Virtua Fighter 5?
What?
You know Virtua Fighter 5 Ultimate Showdown is released, right?
I know the game.
It came out
Yes.
like a week ago.
Yeah.
It doesn't have rollback.
Damn. Rip.
So you know Giuna?
Yes.
He tweeted, "Y'all wouldn't play Virtua Fighter even if it had rollback."
He's not wrong.
And it's like, yeah, please miss. You didn't miss, but I wish you did.
Yeah, I wish that was a miss.
So long!
He's not wrong though. No one fucking cares about Virtua Fighter anymore.
The Virtua Fighter fan that I know was like, honestly, I don't care that it doesn't have rollback. I really need to support the game even though it doesn't have rollback.
Yeah, that's a good That's a good attitude to have. I wish more people thought like that.
Because you know, fighting games aren't online primarily.
Time to end this.
God, that cross up.
Oh, why did I try to block that? I knew that was coming, but she missed, so I was still in block.
Yeah.
That sucks. I knew that was coming. I just couldn't do anything about it.
Yeah.
A vision! Oh no, I can't do anything about it!
I love the bait edit.
But I have a strat for getting through that now. It's just I have to refine it. It has to be more consistent.
You know the what's it called? The bait edit where the fish goes, a vision, it's bait. Yeah. It's my favorite bait edit. It's the only one I use.
Back off! Here we go! Heal!
Also, just how keynote it is that one of the hardest bosses in the series uses the Kingdom Key and your attacks from KH1.
Yeah, that's cool.
But also Roxas' attacks and some of her own attacks.
Yeah.
Back off! There!
She really has her own identity as a boss, just as a combination of everyone else's.
Yeah, it makes sense that she'd have Sora's KH1 attack specifically because she was made from Sora's memories post KH and no later.
Yeah.
And then she'd have attacks similar to Roxas because she basically is a similar being as Roxas, and she fought alongside him. And then she also has her own moves like this that kind of makes sense with her being like
Now you'll
not
see.
as trained as other Keyblade wielders.
You're going where I belong.
Also, the symbol on top of those pillars of light come from 358, her boss fight. And you have to really realize that this is a huge glow up for Osaka Team because Shion is their character, their boss fight. Like,
You're going where I belong.
Marluxia, Lorxine, Osaka Team bosses. They were in Osaka Team games first. And then the next Osaka Team game was 358. And we got Shion. So they've got to refine their own characters as bosses, and they became as fun as they were.
It's like Osaka's team development it's like my development. I gotta refine my strat, they gotta refine their bosses.
Yep. I mean, think about it. Your strat against Vanitas and Birth by Sleep was to spam dodge roll.
Yeah, and there's really nothing else to it other than trying to learn the jank of that fight.
Your strat against Terranort as Terra was to just keep blocking. the keep blocking thing, that's actually by design. They intentionally designed it so that you can just keep blocking Terra Nord. When you're playing against as Terra, it's different when you're playing as Aqua. That's actually a good fight in my opinion. You actually had to get a complicated strategy there. You made an actual combo that always worked on him, and that was actually really impressive for a game with random combo breakers. Yeah.
Not only with a game with random combo breakers, but a game that seemed to not have a lot of combos that used the abilities.
Yeah, but
the combo system in Birth by Sleep was sort of limited.
I knew that it was possible to make combos that always worked. I don't.
Not that there's nothing. It's just limited.
It's limited, and I don't know what causes them to not break out. It just seems to be find the right commands, and you did.
Time to end this. Let it rain.
Nice. Why did I do that?
Take this!
That all you got? Don't miss. Get him.
Back at you! Over here!
Yes.
All right.
Oh yeah.
See ya!
Don't miss.
Oh shit.
That all you got?
Take this! Got him!
That combo she just did was very similar to a move in 358.
Woo! Now we're in for some new shit. Oh shit.
What are you doing, Sam?
Oh, I should be doing this. That's what I should be doing.
Back at you!
Ah!
You were at
Bonkle
full
boys.
HP. Why did you heal?
I don't know.
One more run.
Oh, that was good. I'm doing that whole extra phase on instinct, but that was good.
Don't miss.
It's like Xanax. She's got the same moves but different combos.
I would say a strike rate that turned into 4 lasers. Well, that's a new move.
Back off!
But you know,
It's over!
Like, okay, I realized the attack I was talking about. She in that phase, she also did an attack very similar to Salvation.
There! Go!
I'm here. That all you got?
Take this! Take this! There! It's over! Back off!
Not done. How's this? Now you'll see.
Oh, that cross up is so. Nice.
Back at you!
How's this? Don't miss. Get him.
Is this Dearly Beloved?
Yeah. Yeah, it was. That's what I was talking about, Sam.
Oh man.
I'm going where I belong.
Okay. We gotta cut that.
Okay. Good stuff though.
See y'all later.
See you next time.